Hi, everybody. I'm Carol Nixon, editor and publisher of Milwaukee Magazine, and welcome to Give Back Milwaukee. For the first part of December, we are talking to a number of very, very important and interesting organizations around town that deserve our support. And today we are here with Life Navigators, and I'd like to introduce you to Vicki Watniak, the Executive Director of Life Navigators. Hello, Vicki.
Hi, Carol. Hi, everybody.
And I'd also like to introduce you to Cindy Bentley, who is one of the people who have benefited from some of the services that Life Navigators provides. Hello, Cindy.
Hi everybody.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So, Vicki, let's start by talking about the mission of Life Navigators.
Great. Well, thank you, Carol, and thanks to Milwaukee Magazine for not only highlighting Life Navigators, but some of the amazing organizations that really make the greater Milwaukee community such a great place to live. So Life Navigators, we are an organization that serves kids and adults with disabilities. And one of the things that's so wonderful about the organization, it was formed back in 1949. So for more than 70 years, we've served the greater Milwaukee community to ensure that kids and adults with disabilities have access to services that help ensure safe, happy, and healthy lives. And one of the things that's so unique to the organization is that as we carry out the work of our founding families, 51% of our board consists of individuals with disabilities or family members that have loved ones with disabilities. So we think each day we carry out that mission that they had to really develop community-based programs that support individuals with disabilities to be out and active in the community. And we have an array of service programs that support individuals throughout the lifespan.
And I understand one of those programs is emergency bags for people with disabilities. Tell me what that is about.
So especially this time of year, but I think given what the community has gone through over the last couple of years, it's part of our self-advocacy and independence program, which really supports individuals to be out and safe and happy and healthy in the community. So this time of year, we do our emergency needs fund and our soap suds drive. So we collect emergency needs supplies, soaps, shampoos, deodorants, winter supplies, etc. And we get those out to individuals with disabilities in our community in need. We also have an emergency supply room here at our office that we fill up each year. We have a number of corporate partners that sponsor the organization, and they bring in those supplies so that our social workers and our registered nurses can really get out those needed supplies to individuals with disabilities now and throughout the year. And so our community benefits when individuals are safe, happy, and healthy. And we have a number of ways that individuals can contribute to that supply drive.
Do you want to talk for just a minute about some of those ways? Let's just get right into that.
Absolutely. The fastest way for individuals certainly to get information about Life Navigators is to visit our website, and that is lifenavigators.org. So lifenavigators.org. And on our website, you will find a link to our soap suds drive and our emergency needs drive. And then through that, we have a My Registry link that allows individuals to, so you don't even have to worry about delivery of supplies. You can go right on that link and purchase supplies that get delivered here to our office so that we in turn can get those out to individuals in need. You can also feel free to contact Life Navigators. Our main line is 414-774-6255, and we will arrange to either pick up supplies or set a time for individual that want to drop stuff off to our office, which is located at 7203 West Center Street in Wauwatosa.
Thank you for that. And I hope our viewers will get involved and make those donations right away. And right now I'd like to talk to Cindy. How are you today, Cindy?
Good, I'm very good, thank you.
I wanted to ask you, so you were helped by Life Navigators. Tell us about how you came to find out about them and how they helped your life.
Well, I was in a state institution at first, and then I moved to Oakland Group Home in Milwaukee. And I found out about Life of Navigators, um, start coming to Life Navigators. And they taught me things that I didn't even know, because when I was in the state institution, that's a long story in itself. But um, I didn't know really how to dress myself very well, or didn't know, of course you need to take a bath or whatever, but I just would leave with, I had long hair, and you need to wash your hair more than what I was washing it, and put deodorant on and to present yourself in the community. So they learned me how to do all that, and to how to dress. And I'm picky about how I dress. I like to match everything now. I used to just wear things that wasn't matched. So I'm a match girl. If it doesn't work for me, I don't wear it. And then they learned me we went to a makeup place. Just to, learn about makeup if you really wanted it. I'm not a makeup kind of person, but I don't, so when I'm going out, like sometimes I'll wear some lipstick. I do wear my earrings, but I don't wear those long earrings, stuff like that. Keep my fingernails clean and all kinds of stuff. And learn me about life skills, how to be safe in the community, how to call if I need help. If I need help in life, they're there for me. But I actually will say I'm there for them. And I give back to Life Navigators as much as they give me help. I'm not only I'm on the board of directors, but I'm also, volunteer, and I do the golf outing and all kinds of stuff. Um, and then what I like about, I'm in the women's group. With the women group, we just got together, and we haven't seen each other in person for at least 2 years almost. And so we went to the Christmas Carol and out to dinner. That was so much fun. We just had a blast. They
Nice.
get you together, and we also have a men's group that too. But the women's group was started, I think, first, and then whatever, however. But we go to different things that Life Navigator sets up for us, like bowling, and to the art museum, and Summerfest, and State Fair, and all kinds of cool things in the community. And we're able to get out and socialize with each other. So that's what I like about it. I like everything about Life Navigators. So
Fantastic.
yeah,
It
thank
sounds
you.
like the types of services that Life Navigators offers are they're really far reaching. Vicki, can you tell me more about how the different types of support that you offer?
Sure. Yeah, and I'll just give a quick snippet, because we could be here for a long time talking about all of the wonderful services we have. But just to give a quick overview of our core service program. So one of our entrees for people finding out about Life Navigators is really our information, education, and outreach. So we have a staff member on staff that's available to answer calls, meet with families who are thinking about their loved one with the disability, to put services in place. So we provide information on anything from guardianship to residential options to work and day programming. So really kind of encompasses anything and everything that an individual with a disability or a family may need. We are also one of 2 organizations in the state of Wisconsin. This is one of our, I think coming off of COVID, this was one of our programs that we really saw increase. We are one of 2 organizations in the state of Wisconsin that operate a special needs trust. And a special needs trust is a financial tool to ensure that individuals with disabilities have a financial plan in place as part of their overall futures plan. And this has been really important the last couple of years, as particularly our older caregivers, as they're getting older and they're worrying about what would happen to me or what would happen to my loved one if something would happen to me. And so that special needs trust allows assets to be put aside for the sole benefit of an individual with a disability, either now or in the future. And it's really so important as part of an individual's overall plan, because number one, we don't want it to negatively impact any public benefits that the individual could qualify for. But we also know many of the individuals we serve may be financially vulnerable, and we want to make sure that their assets are never taken advantage of. and they are there for their sole benefit. So that's a really growing and important program. We are also licensed by the state of Wisconsin to serve as guardian of the person for individuals with disabilities who need that more intensive guardianship services. Not everyone needs a guardian after the age of 21, but for those that do, it's a really critical and important decision-making role. And so we often serve individuals who have been in crisis or who have been unfortunately involved in the adult protective service system because of some type of abuse or exploitation, or sometimes for families that name us as a successor guardian when they no longer will be able to provide that vital decision-making. Additionally, Life Navigators provides care management to individuals with disabilities out in the community. This program is for individuals over the age of 18. And we have an interdisciplinary team where a team of a social worker and a nurse goes out and meets with them and identifies what their service needs are, puts a plan in place, and helps implement and monitor those services. So again, really important to the organization's founding mission to make sure that individuals live, work, and contribute to the community. And then lastly, Cindy kind of highlighted the women's group. We have our men's and women's group, which is part of our larger self-advocacy and independence program. And so it's great if we provide those formalized services, but really at the heart of the organization's mission is to ensure that individuals with disabilities are involved in all aspects of community life. And so our self-advocacy and independence program, we provide a variety of events and outings to get people out and active. Cindy talked specifically about the men's and women's group, and they're doing great things. And she's exactly right. Not only do they participate in events, but they give back. We do a lot of work with area community groups where we donate our time and give back to the community. And so our self-advocacy and independence program is really at the heart of the mission of the organization to ensure individuals are out and active in the community. So that's just a real quick kind of overview of some of our key service programs.
That is a lot of things that you are doing. That's just amazing. Well, I'd like to, you talked a little bit about the types of donations you take, but I'd like to talk a little bit more about, for people who want to make a cash donation, where that money goes.
Yes. So, and again, if people would like to make a donation, there's a link on our website, lifenavigators.org. You can certainly send a gift in. So this year, our year-end appeal, we actually are so very fortunate that we had an anonymous donor provide a $15,000 matching gift that will support our trust and futures planning programming. So if you go on our website, you'll see a little feature. One of the individuals we featured in this year's program was Richard. And we've worked with Richard for many, many years. His family did wonderful planning. He has a trust in place. And his mom passed away a couple years ago. And as part of that plan, Life Navigators connects with him on an ongoing basis to make sure he's healthy and happy, and to make sure that his trust is providing for his needs. So as I mentioned earlier, our trust and futures planning is just a growing program. And there's so many families out there that need that connection to services to ensure that they have a plan in place for their loved one's future. And the benefit is every gift that we receive by year end will be matched by a wonderful donor. And so that's just one way as the year wraps up that the community can get involved. And then of course, we mentioned our emergency supply drive and our soap suds drive. People would be really impacted by the difference going out and visiting someone in the community who is in crisis, and we can deliver a bag of laundry pods, some soaps, some deodorants, a winter hat. It makes a huge impact on the individual, not only to provide those services, but it really shares with individuals in our community that this community cares about them and wants them to be safe, happy, and healthy.
That's fantastic. Well, I hope that, and also you take volunteers. We didn't talk about that.
We do, yes. As Cindy mentioned, we do a variety of volunteer projects, but we have many, many volunteers that help us throughout the year. Obviously, our board of directors is fully volunteer, but we also have a number of committees that support our work. We also have volunteers that come in and help us around the office with administrative items. That help us during our special event times, that help us get ready for group work and group events. You know, some of our self-advocacy programs been a little bit impacted by, we've been trying not to gather in really large groups, but we're hopeful that next year when we're able to do our large summer picnic, winter celebration, we have a great partnership. The Milwaukee Admirals are great friends to the organization. Where we do this large group event, we have volunteers that come in and help us with registration and getting people checked in and helping people really participate in those programs. So again, feel free to give us a call or stay connected with us on our website. There's a way, when you go on our website, there's a quick link that if you give us your email, we'll send you ongoing information and our e-news alerts that will share information about ways to get involved throughout the year.
Fantastic. Well, I want to thank you both so much for being with us today. So it's great learning about your organization and hearing about all this amazing work you do. And Cindy, it's wonderful that you were able to find the support you need to live on your own and have a happy and productive life. So thank you both.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Carol.
And I want to tell our viewers again, if you want to find out more about Life Navigators or any of the organizations we're featuring on our Give Back program, just go to milwaukeemag.com/giveback. And we will be back tomorrow at noon with Haws, talking about how they are supporting animals in our community.
One of our good friends at Haws. It's a great
Oh.
organization. Great
Mhm.
organization.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
So until tomorrow, take care, Milwaukee, and give generously. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Vicky.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Love you.
Bye.